How's it going, YouTube? My name is Josh, and I ruptured my Achilles tendon. So that's probably why you're here, is because you did the same. And I'm sorry to hear that. But there's hope and there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I've decided to go the non-operative route. Um, After doing just some research and talking to the orthopedist after it happened, he told me there's a lot of, uh, good stuff and research that supports non-operative. With I guess regards to re-rupture rates and stuff like that, it's essentially the same, and it's also less expensive. So no surgery, um, no open operation. So there's always a risk to that. Anesthesia, however you feel about it, that's just those are there's always risk. So thankfully, non-operative for me is an option. Um, After the MRI, it was I guess a second degree tear, less than 50%, a little bit higher actually on the tendon, not like towards the heel. Um, so December 29th, 2021 is when the injury occurred. Just playing basketball at the YMCA and not doing anything crazy. I'm typically pretty active. I'm a contractor by trade, so I'm always on the go. I guess just one of those freak accidents that happens to males in their 30s. Um, right now, it's been 4.5 weeks since the injury, but I'll kind of catch you up a little bit on that. So after it happened, I went to the emergency room. A couple days later, I went to go see my ortho, and it was just too early for the Thompson response test. There wasn't really anything there. Probably just due to all the inflammation and just being aggravated. So I went back to him a couple days later, and was set to go back a couple days later, and ended up falling off of my little knee rover that I get around on, and just got too comfortable on it and went to put my knee on it, and it wasn't where I thought it was, and ended up falling and putting on my weight on it, and this was in the splint, not in the boot yet. Had picked up my boot, was getting ready to see my ortho and put it in it, and ended up falling like 2 nights before. And so when I did go back to see him, I told him, hey, it's going to be like a week. I'm explained to him what happened, and just wanted to let the swelling and stuff go down a little bit. So saw him. Everything he said, doesn't look like it was completely ruptured. He said he could still feel it there, and just to keep on resting it, and then eventually get it in a boot with wedges. So that's where I'm at now. I'm in the boot with the wedges, and I'll show you in another video exactly how high it was and how I started, or where I started as far as the wedges go. But right now, this is just early on, just catching you guys up on it. So at the 4.5 week marker, I've been watching a guy's YouTube. It's SJ. I think he's an Australian guy, but he's done a great job documenting his. And honestly, thank you if you do see this, because you've given me a lot of encouragement, and you've helped me out a lot. So hopefully, if you're in the same position as me, I can help you out in any capacity. But so I'm in the boot now, and I've dropped the 2 heel cups on top of an additional wedge. So I'm down probably, and I might have started out pretty aggressive. That's just what I was comfortable with. Trying to put a little bit of weight on it. I kept it pretty planar flexed. But now I'm in a better place. I am starting to do some weight bearing. I can actually stand with the crutches without needing to hold them, and I feel like most of my weight is not on my good leg, my right leg. I feel like it's a pretty even distribution, but this is just something that I thought of. I'm gonna get one of those scales, or if you already have one, that the dial actually goes up. I have one of those electronic ones that if I wiggle or sneeze, like it'll say E, it messes up. So I want to get a cheaper one that actually has the little dial, and see exactly how much weight I'm able to put on the boot, and that's just for my peace of mind. before I try to start doing some walking in the boot without the crutches. I just want to make sure at least I can do like a 50-50 spread. And again, that's nothing somebody told me, it's just something I thought of. If it helps you, cool. So I'm at the weight bearing part of the journey, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on a weekly basis, the same way this guy did. He did up until I think week 20, and then from there, a month by month, and now he has like a 1, 2, and 3 year, or maybe not a 2, but a 1 and a 3 year for sure. I've seen. Maybe I missed the other one, where he's doing great. So he was a little bit, he's a lot better at making videos and doing some editing and stuff, so forgive me for the terrible quality, but hopefully they get better as I have a lot of time to sit at home and figure out how to make this as good as possible. What else? Okay, so 4.5 weeks in, my first round of physical therapy is in 4 days, and so we'll see how that goes, and I'll document. I'll see. I don't know how they feel about videotaping, but I'll try and get a little bit of film while I'm in there, and that way you guys can see what I'm doing. Again, I don't know if they allow that stuff or if there's legalities behind it. I don't know. If there isn't, I'll do it, or if not, I'll mimic what I did there at home. I've already started to get some stuff like a medicine ball, some of these bands. I think I got them on Amazon for pretty cheap. Light, medium, heavy, just something that I'll show you guys in another video, some of the exercises that I'm doing with them to this point, and none of this is from for my ortho, and I haven't seen a physical therapist yet. This is just stuff that I've researched on my own, and other videos that if you haven't come across, if there's others, check out the SJ guy. His stuff is great. There's a couple other people out there who have some recovery and kind of like a week by week kind of follow up that you can do with them, and yeah, so I'll document and kind of show you guys as much as I can. Just try and put it all out there, because again, when I first got hurt, it's scary. I'm a dad, a husband. I have another kid on the way, so it's like, oh my God, how long am I going to be down? 4 months, 6 months, a year. Can it re-rupture? There's always that possibility. But I'll try and I'm just going to be open and honest with you guys. That way, again, if it helps you or somebody at any capacity, that's really just what it's for, because how this guy's YouTube has helped me out. I'm pretty sure we're different ages. I think he works like an office job. I'm a contractor, so just kind of the ins and the outs of the day to day, just stuff that I'm going through to maybe make it easier for you. So like the video, share it, subscribe, and I'll keep you guys updated with more content. So thanks for watching.